NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today, the calendar has flipped to November, and we've got an intriguing matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his fourth consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes now to throw. And he is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield, trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And prior to last season, His team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake. Allen going to run with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Allen going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Second and 10. Here's Cook again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
Pass the 20. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
14 yards.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas
A
City.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 1. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 4 yards and a first down, Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Able to slither by. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Allen going to throw. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are able to move back in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now a 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It's a gain of 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Up the middle to Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Prater for the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and in the end the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes will do it himself. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This will be caught once again by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. Mahomes will do it himself. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 16-yard touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score. Chiefs.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Intended for Dalton Kincaid. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Rader on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Allen to throw it.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
On play action, Allen over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To the air, Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Allen to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown!
Josh Palmer
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point good by Prater. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number three. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away.
was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen gonna throw. Screen play, Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Allen. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Allen taking it himself. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Fancy footwork at midfield. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? He just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Taken down at the 42.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Throwing now is Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, the Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll set up to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Motion man is Shakir. To throw, it's Allen. Escapes the sack. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second and a couple. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Pretty move. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs, 38.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. James Cook running back out now. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now Remigio. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 43-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I guess got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now this time, Allen will throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
On play action, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to make it a 2-score game. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Give them 32 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Bills.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, what a move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out come the Bills.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen running the option to the left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Now Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's Davis on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Throwing now is Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Davis will try to run for it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis, 49 yards. And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
And here on third down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And that's complete to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Mahomes will throw. Man open left side is Brown.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.